Hey, it's Logan, and welcome back to another episode of On the Porch with Front Porch Music. This week's episode is a little different than what you're normally used to. We recently were at the Boots and Hearts Music Festival in Burles Creek, which is just north of Toronto. And while we were there was so much happening that we figured we'd do a podcast episode on the fly there. So this episode contains clips of different moments that we captured talking to different artists, including the emerging artists who were part of the Emerging Artist Showcase presented by Coors Original. And it was such a great time. You know, there's so much great food. The people watching is just incredible at this festival. And Carolyn and Jenna from our team here had the chance to talk with a bunch of the artists. So here's our episode. It's our Boots and Hearts episode. Enjoy.
Carolyn with Front Porch Music. I'm here with one of our semi-finalists from the Emerging Artists.
Hi, I'm Amber Walls. I'm from Blackville, New Brunswick, and I'm so excited to be at Boots and Hearts. It's been an amazing experience so far. It's my first time here, and it's super cool.
Awesome. Amber, so how did it feel being up on the stage for the showcase?
It felt really like my dreams came true. This was the first festival I ever did, so I was like dreaming of this since I was a child, and then I got up there and I was like, oh my God. And then my dad took a video and he showed me on the big screen and I was like, and I started to cry. It was super cool.
You did so great yesterday. Awesome. So how was it like performing for like such a big crowd?
It was super cool, especially like everyone loves Taylor Swift. And I was like, I think I'm going to sing a Taylor Swift song because I know the crowd will like it for the most part. And even if you don't know Taylor Swift, you always know Picture to Burn. And they sang it right back to me, and then I kind of felt like they got into my song a little bit more too. And then there was this girl in the front row, and she was like just in it. And I was like, I love you. You're the energy that everyone needs to have. But it was awesome.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, you got a code.
I did.
You got some tickets.
I did.
We're a little jealous at Front Porch. How are you feeling about that?
I just found out about 20 minutes ago, so I still haven't taken it in, but I can't wait to be back in Ontario in November of next year.
Awesome. So Amber, tell me about your current single that's out.
So my current single is my debut single, actually, and it's called Should Have Listened to Mama. And I wrote it one day. I was sitting in my bedroom, and I was like, I kind of like the groove I got going on here. And my mom loves to be right, so she just loves that song. It's her favorite song. And when I took it to the producer who did it, Jason Barry at Baritone Studios, he was like, I was kind of tossed up. And he's like, no, do this one. I love this one. So that's the one we picked, and I love it. It turned out really cool.
Awesome. And I know it's a very like emotional song.
Yeah.
So how was it like writing it?
Well, it was actually like fine-ish because the guy that I dated, like the guy that I'm dating now, I've been dating forever. I only wrote it a couple years ago, last year. So it like kind of was drawn from other people's experiences too and my own, but it was okay. Like I don't get upset when I sing or anything like that.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
And now speaking about that, what's coming up next for you?
Well, I sang a bit of my new song, Knots, yesterday, and that's the next one that I'm hoping to put out. Talking about going back in the studio, but just to get schedules aligned. But yeah, I think that's next for me.
Awesome. That's so great. Now we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here with another emerging artist from Boots and Hearts, and we've got...
I'm Julia Voss from Edmonton, Alberta.
Awesome. So what was it like being at the Emerging Artist Showcase for the second time?
Honestly, it's so amazing. The second time, I feel like just a lot of the nerves are taken off, and I've been to Boots before, so I kind of know the experience. And I just went into it being like, whatever happens, it doesn't matter because I'm going to meet a bunch of people, make a bunch of great connections, which I obviously did yesterday. And to just get to perform on that stage alone is an incredible experience. So I'd recommend it to anybody if they have already done it to do it again, or if you haven't done it to do it, because it's one of the greatest experiences I've had.
And what was the crowd like? What was the energy?
It was honestly huge, and I thought like we're starting off the festival, so there might not be a ton of people there, but it was nice to see a ton of people there when I got on stage, and even from like my TikTok and my Instagram, there were some people who I'd never met in person, and they said, we were like, oh, we saw you on TikTok, so we wanted to come see you in person, so I got to meet some like new fans I hadn't met before, which was really exciting. and everyone was just amped. Like, it's the start of the festival, so it was a really cool way to kick it off.
Awesome. And so we know that you're also a teacher.
Yes.
So teacher and country music artist, how did those two happen?
They kind of happen, obviously, during the pandemic. I went to school for music and then also combined it with education. And so it was really nice for me to have that stability during the pandemic. And so I took a bit of a break from music and just spent that time writing and focusing on teaching. And I've always been a big advocate for music and education, and for children and their learning, especially now, like post-pandemic. It's just super fulfilling for me, and I love helping and working with kids. Lots of people in my family are teachers as well. And it also works because I'm a music teacher as well. So, and my admin and my staff are all really, really supportive and great. They all follow me on social media, and it's fun to get to share those stories and live the best of both worlds. I've had a few people tell me, they're like, oh, you're like Hannah Montana, like dual identity. And it feels like that a lot of the time, but it's really fun.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we also know about your current single, You Can Find Me.
Yes, You Can Find Me.
So how's it like having that out there?
It's so fun. It was really scary because I hadn't put out music since 2019, and I put out Stay in 2019, and we didn't release it to radio or anything. We just did it on streaming platforms. And You Can Find Me was definitely a change from the stuff I'd put out before, because I was all, hashtag sad girl country. And then I was like, you know what? I want to write something really fun. And so the story kind of started with, I was sitting down with one of my friends, Jeff Turner, and we were writing the song. And I came up with this idea of, if someone, my music career is the most important thing to me right now. And so if you have time to fit in with that in my life, you know where you can find me. And it all started with when I used to go out, if I was ever dancing with a guy or something, they asked for my number, and I would always say, okay, sure, but you have to give me your phone and I'll put it in. And then instead of putting my phone number in their phone, I would go to their Spotify or Apple Music, and I would download every single one of my songs and then go follow myself on Instagram and TikTok. And if they said, well, where am I supposed to find you? I'd always point to the stage. I'd be like, that's where you can find me. And then so that's kind of where like the song idea started. And it's just been like super fun to promote it, being like, oh, where's all the places you can find me this summer? And people seem to really like it. It's just like a good cruising like summer party song. So if you're hanging out at Boots and Hearts this weekend, add it to your playlist. And yeah, it's like a nice fun change.
I love that. And what's coming up next for you?
Coming up next, so I'm headed back to Alberta and BC to do a couple of solo kind of shows there. We're doing a bit of a brewery tour of all the places you can find me. And then I have another single coming out in September, which is like a bit of a change, even from all the stuff I've put out before. It's a really, really special song. I wrote solo, and then I had my producer, Maddie McKay, come in and just brought the song to life. And so we're going to put out a few different versions of it as well. I think it's going to really connect to a few people, whether you're parents or you've lost someone in your life. It's just one of those kind of bittersweet songs, kind of related to the Beatles as well. I'm not going to speak too much about it, but it's called Jude. So if you're a fan of Hey Jude or the Beatles, I think you'll really like it. It's got a bit of kind of just like rootsy country flair to it too, which is always like where, all my music drives from.
Mm-hmm. That's super exciting.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So make sure that you're on the lookout for Jude in September, and we'll catch you guys soon. All right, guys, we're here with another emerging artist, Braden King. It is nice to be with you. What was it like being on the Boots and Hearts stage?
Oh man, Boots and Hearts stage was electric. That's all I can say. Crowd was so fun. I literally jumped off the stage and went on the railing, and man, the energy they were giving up. They sang me happy birthday. They sang Oh Canada with us. It was beautiful. Such a fun set. I couldn't have asked for more. So much fun.
That's amazing. What was it like celebrating your birthday at Boots and Hearts?
Woo! I don't think I could have asked for better. Once again, 23rd birthday at Boots and Hearts. It was so much fun. I got that great birthday wish from the crowd, and my band and I just had a great time watching Josh Ross and Tim Hicks. It was a wonderful evening.
The perfect birthday, I would say.
Totally. Couldn't agree more.
And okay, so I know you travel a lot to go play a bunch of gigs. How many kilometers are you putting into your car this year?
This year, I would say 40 to 50K, 1,000. Of course, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's quite a few. My dad just told me recently it's time for me to get a new vehicle so it doesn't break down on the side of the road. So working on that, and yeah.
How old is your current vehicle?
My current vehicle is a 2011 Ford Flex with 375,000 kilometers on it.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's so much. Like, it could die at any time. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with your dad. I think it's time for a new one.
Like, jeez, it's so bad.
You can't get a flex now, you know that, right?
I love flexes.
They're discontinued.
I don't care. I'll get a 2013 or something like that. Here's the funny thing, though. My dad had a 2015. I don't fit in it. They made less leg room.
no.
I don't fit in that one. So it needs to be 2013 or below. But I'm gonna get another flex. I love the
Okay.
flex. I love looking like a soccer mom. It's my kind of thing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And how often are you actually home?
I would say like lately, aside from the tours, we've pretty much been like weekend warriors. So I'd say like 4 or 5 days a week I'm home. 4, let's say 3 or 4, and then go back out on the road and come back and forth. Try to have a nice balance between home life. I have a girlfriend at home and on the road. So yeah, I'd say 3 to 4 days.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah.
Okay. I blanked out again. Single. Okay.
Yes.
So your current single, how's the reception been from your audience?
Yeah. Bad Night to Be a Beer is the current single that we have released. And it's actually something that I re-released this year. I had it released 2 years ago and we re-recorded the whole thing. And so it's kind of something that's been around for a long time and people that have been to my shows for a long time really know. So the reception has been great because people are always screaming the words back to us at the shows, and that's the best feeling in the world. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with how things are going with that single, and yeah, it's been great.
And what's the difference between releasing it 2 years ago to now?
I would just say production quality.
Okay.
We were on a pretty tight budget 2 years ago, so kind of upped the value of it and the sound quality and everything. So just to kind of be on par with what we're working on right now.
Perfect. And what's coming up next for you?
I have a new single right now that we're working on. We've been playing it live quite a bit. It's called Tequila and Me. It's actually about getting too drunk in Los Angeles, drinking way too much tequila, and blacking out and getting picked up by the police, the Los Angeles Police Department. They didn't arrest me, but they gave me a ride home.
Okay.
So she's so shocked. She's so
I
shocked.
feel like I shouldn't be.
No, exactly. No. So yeah, they gave me a ride home and wrote this song about it. It's called Tequila and Me, and really excited to release it. And yeah.
And when's that coming out? September?
I would say early fall.
Early fall.
We're still putting some finishing touches on everything. We're doing a music video and everything. It's going to be
Nice.
awesome.
Perfect. All right, guys. So stay tuned for Tequila and Me coming out in the early fall, and we'll catch you guys soon.
We are with Tim Hicks. You are playing tonight. Welcome
Playing
back to
again.
Boots.
Yeah, thank you so much. They told me last night that of all the artists, I've played Boots and Hearts the most now.
How many times have you played Boots and Hearts?
This will be 6, but if you count the time that they called me while I was fishing in the middle of a lake in Muskoka to come and play because Diamond Rio couldn't make it, that would be 7.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
7 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, one was Big Sky. It was for Big Sky.
You got to play at Big Sky?
Well, yeah, by accident because
That's
I was up with my dad. My dad lives in Huntsville, and I was fishing, and my phone was blowing up, and it was Eva Dunford saying, "Diamond Rio's bus caught on fire. We heard you're in Muskoka. Can you come and play?" And I called my band, and I couldn't believe it. 4 hours later, we were on the stage. Yeah.
That seems like something you and your band would be able to pull together.
Yeah, it was wild that everybody was available and willing to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're back in 2023, your 7th time.
Yep.
Big crowd tonight.
Yeah, big crowd, I think. We were just out in the campground causing a scene and poking the bear and had a great time doing it. So it's going to be rowdy tonight.
Security is watching you.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
We also happen to know you were actually part of the first Emerging Artist Showcase.
I was, yes. In 2012, we played, and I didn't win, but it was totally cool. I got to come and play, and so the following year, we were direct support for the headliner, and 10 years to the day, August 10th, 2023, we are headlining it.
You're the headliner.
Yeah.
How's that for full circle?
Yeah, so a lot of fun.
Do you have any wise words for the emerging artists?
Yes, yeah, I've been thinking about this because they were all standing around, and I didn't have guts to say, hey, everybody, crowd around, I want to say something.
Let me give you my wisdom.
You don't need to win to have a career. You know, I remember feeling like that my career, was being held in the balance of this this like battle of the bands, and if I won, it was going to happen, and if I lost, it was back to the bar. I'm living proof that you don't have to win, you know, to have a career, and just go up there, do your thing, and be yourself and have fun.
And do you mind reminding them that the Boots crowd is really loving and
oh my God, they're so loving and they're so great. You know, I feel it's almost like a family, and you just see the new generation of kids coming through now, and it's equally as exciting every time we get to play it.
Well, we are so excited to see you. Front Porch stage tonight, so make sure you make your way over there.
Oh yeah, big time.
All right, we are sitting in this lovely little media area at Boots and Hearts, day 2.
Day 2.
Can you believe we're on day 2 already?
Crazy.
You had a pretty big day yesterday.
It was wild.
Wild?
Wild.
Okay, so Shantaia is playing the main stage on Sunday because finalists, baby.
Yeah! Woo!
Shantaia is going to be playing on the main stage before Travis Denning. Can you believe that?
That's cool. I got to see Travis play CMA Fest last year, and like, I was instantly a fan. He was so good.
We saw him in a really small setting, and the amount of electric guitar,
Yeah.
we were like,
he can play.
what the hell? Yeah,
Yeah.
he is a musician through and through.
Crazy.
Anyways, it's not about him. This is about you. How did it feel getting up there yesterday?
It was electric. Like, it was just so cool. The audience, there was like quite a big crowd there already. Audience was super receptive. We just went up and had a fun time. I had like a stellar band. So
Absolutely you did.
that just helped me feel like a rock star. Like they helped me feel like a rock star, and it just was like, just fun. It was just so much fun.
How did it feel leading up to your performance? Like, were you excited to come here and be like, we're going to have fun? This is it? Like, we got this?
Yeah, anytime it's like competition based, I never go in like thinking I'm gonna win. It's always like, or that I'm gonna move on, you know? It's always like, it is what it is. It's an opportunity. It's a platform. It's for people to see me, and it's just like, let's go and give it our all and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go the way we want it to, then we came out, we had fun, and you know, maybe somebody important saw us. So
Exactly.
that's how I always think about it. But like, it's cool when it works out in your favor, you know?
No kidding. No kidding. You were here last year. You weren't here the whole weekend, though, right? You were here
Just
for
on Sunday.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So, like, did you think like last year, like, I'm going to be playing Boots and Hearts next year? I'm not going to be here as a like guest. I'm going to be playing on that stage.
Yeah, I didn't know that I'd be in the emerging artist thing, but I'm big on like manifesting, and always like, I feel like if anybody ever asked me like, hey, did you ever think you would get to this point in your career? I'm always like, yeah, because I work my butt off. You know, it's like, I really do like just manifest, and like one day it will happen. Maybe I didn't think it would happen this year, but like, I'm like, one day, yeah, I'm going to be on that stage. One day I'm going to be on that main stage, and now apparently it's going to be on Sunday. So.
Literally. That is so exciting. You whipped out Taylor Swift cover yesterday. Did you like hear the crowd start to freak out and be like, we're singing Taylor Swift, let's go.
Oh my gosh, everybody's in their Taylor era, and it's like, I love that because I'm definitely like a Swiftie. I'm a quiet Swiftie. I'm not like crazy buying tickets or whatever, but like, she played 3 nights in Nashville, and I didn't get tickets because dang, those things were expensive. But I went outside of Nissan and listened every night. Like, it was just really cool. And one of my favorite covers from her playing was Wildest Dreams. So I'm like, I think that would actually work really well with Broke to Brand New, and it fit perfectly. And yeah, the crowd went nuts. So challenge accepted and accomplished. So
let's quick talk about Damaged Goods. That's your current single.
Yes.
It's at radio now.
It is.
How are we people are loving that song. They can like see themselves a little bit in Damaged Goods, right?
And that's why, like, so when we were testing the song out on TikTok, it blew up. It's got like 2 million views on it now. And people just keep commenting to me like, I'm Jenny, like, and I'm Billy, or my parents were Jenny and Billy, like, together.
Yep.
And like, it's like, you know, and then the second, it's very character based, and it just, people relate with that. They find a piece of themselves in that song, and then they just like figure out where they fit with it, and then they love it. So it's definitely like, we're getting a lot of that feedback from radio people as well, just, you know, that this is one of their favorite ones so far. And that's great, because I always feel like I'm trying to find a way to top Broke to Brand New and how well that song did for me. But Damaged Goods might be the one. So
that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see here today? Or this weekend?
This weekend in total, oh my gosh. I mean, there's so many. I love Lauren Elena. I think she's just a badass. And like, just owns it. And so I love the Lainey Wilson cover that she did with her, like with Lainey, and just she's a badass.
We are here with Shantaia. We're so excited to see her on the main stage Sunday. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. You guys are amazing.
We are hanging out at Boots and Hearts with Teigen Gayse. What's up, girl?
Oh, you know, just hanging out. First time at Boots.
First time at Boots?
First time at Boots.
What
Can
the
you believe it?
heck?
First time, and I'm performing. I got my wee little boot. I just got a tattoo last week to show that
You were
I'm
here
branded.
for the long haul.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't going
Branded.
anywhere.
I'm branded. Make sure, before we get started here, make sure you are following along on our Instagram stories today because Teigen is showing you what she's all about.
Yeah.
She's been running. She's getting her Starbucks.
You're in for a ride, a wild ride. I apologize ahead of time.
No, we love having you around. Don't you worry, sister.
Thanks, baby.
So you're excited to be at Boots and Hearts. First time ever. You're performing today at 3:15.
Yes.
I can't believe I got that right in the first go.
You better be there.
I will.
Okay, good.
Don't you fucking worry. Don't you worry. Let's talk about you playing on the same day as your co-writer for your current single, because I feel like that's all that's
Sick.
kind of dope, eh?
So sick.
If you show me yours,
Mhm.
top 38 country radio, and your co-writer is
Chad Kruger.
Nickelback is playing tonight.
Yes.
If you did not know that already,
Yes.
Talk about If You Show Me Yours. Did you think when you that right kind of happened like randomly? That's not what you were there for that day.
Yeah.
We talked about this, but
Yeah.
did you think that when you wrote that song, you were like, okay, I'm going to record this, and it would be like such a it's been so embraced by the country music community
I
and
know.
radio.
It's crazy. It's super cool. And I mean, I knew like after the song, like after we wrote it, I was like, we have something really special. And the fact that Chad and Chris produced it as well was just like, okay, that made me feel like, okay, like they obviously really love the song as well. And it has just been like, radio's been so wonderful. Like everyone's just been really wonderful with it. And it's really cool. And to be able to play here, like, I'm sure, I don't know if you saw my TikTok, but I made a TikTok because when the headliners came out for Boots and Hearts, I made a graphic and I put my name.
Did you manifest it?
I seriously, I kid you not, I put my name under like Hardy and Bailey and Nickelback's name, and I was like, I'm gonna manifest this. A week later, the exact same graphic that I made came out, and I was like, holy shit, I'm a witch.
Insane.
No.
That is
Oh my god.
so cool.
Yeah, it was,
Now you're here.
and now I'm here. Like it's pretty cool. I'm a good witch, by the way. Like off the Wizard of Oz, like going in the pink dress. Good witch.
You are also part of the SiriusXM Top of the Country finale.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. You're playing here this week, which is not part of that, but you're going to be at Lasso next week as part of the competition, right?
Yes. So I'm super excited for that. That was really cool because Lasso also came out with like their headliners and everything, and I was like, you know, that would be, and same with CMA Fest. All that came out, and I was like, it would be so sick if I could do that, but maybe next year, you know, that'll be a next year thing. And then when I got in with SiriusXM for Top of the Country, I was all of a sudden doing these things that I wanted to do next year, and so they've just like all these opportunities that I've gotten because of SiriusXM has just been like unreal, super cool. And then also when I performing at the CCMAs, like I remember walking into Top of the Country for my very first time at the CCMAs, and I was like, I would love to be up there doing this, and now I am. And it's
Isn't
just
that wild?
It's so wild.
That was your first CCMAs and mine. It's just funny.
It is
I just
funny.
love that for us.
There was
That's
actually
so
a
cool.
couple people. It was Graham's first time
Yep.
as well. Yeah.
I remember getting a text from you being like, hey, this is Teigen Gayse. Like, I didn't know we were supposed to like reach out for media. Do you have time? And I was like, yes, I'm not.
Oh yeah, and I remember you guys had the cute little front. You guys were so nice.
Oh my God.
I remember walking in. I was so nervous. I had no one there. I was there with nobody. And I walk in. There's all these media people. I don't know who anyone is. They don't know who I am. And I'm just like walking around like weirdly in the background. And I just like, you guys were so nice. Like I'll never forget that. You guys were just, you really took me in under your wing and let me sit on the chair and let me sign it. I
We had the
did.
sparkly boots that day. Yeah. Oh my God, love that. Okay, well, we're super excited for your set. You are playing very soon.
Yes.
We better let you get going.
What time is it?
1:15.
Woo!
Let's freaking go.
Okay, let's go, baby.
This is Daryl Anderson. He is going to be playing the main stage on Sunday before Travis Denning. Do you know any of this?
I didn't know that till just now.
Okay, you're welcome. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So how
Very
did you get
excited.
to the main stage on Sunday?
we did the Emerging Artist Showcase last night, which
You
was
did.
super fun.
I don't know why you're saying we, because you flew absolutely solo and rocked it.
Also true. Well, not the rocked it part, but we did. We had fun, and I did fly out here solo, so it was a crazy experience.
Did you have any idea what you're getting yourself into?
No.
Okay.
No, so it was, which made it almost kind of fun, and I'm a little bit fly by the seat of my pants anyways. So
this is how you roll.
This is how I roll.
Amazing. Any nerves yesterday, or were you like, I'm gonna go out and have fun?
Oh, there was nerves.
No. Oh no.
There was nerves. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was definitely scary. But I met some amazing people yesterday, and it was so like awesome. And that part of it I'll cherish just as much as anything else. So it was super cool.
That's really awesome. I'm so happy for you. This is your first Boots and Hearts.
First, you know what? Not only my first Boots and Hearts, but my first biggest festival that I've been fully a part of ever in my life.
Wow. Is this your first time in Ontario playing?
This is my first time in Ontario, period.
Wow. Wow. So
Yeah.
you're from Saskatchewan. Where in Saskatchewan?
I live in Saskatoon. I'm from a small town called Big River.
Big River. Okay. Wow. Really small point on the map? Like blinking
Very, very small. I grew up riding horses and sitting around campfires and camping.
So you're singing the things you live.
Yeah, pretty much.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Ontario.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Welcome to Boots and Hearts.
I know. I love it. Like, again, this is my first experience at a festival ever, really. Besides a couple like smaller ones. But as a major festival, this is my first one by far. So it's...
Well, I hope you have a good time. You're doing so amazing.
And it's going pretty cool, I'd have to say.
Yeah?
It's going pretty cool.
Did you imagine you were going to make the top 2?
No! It was crazy that I made the top 8.
You were actually a wild card winner.
I was a wild card winner.
You stepped through this competition. You had to win the wild card. Sick. You had to win the wild card.
Yep.
And then you had to get through the top 8. One more to go.
One more to go.
Amazing.
And it is, you know what, it's really cool. Last night was like the best musical thing that I've done. And I haven't been doing this very long, so there hasn't been a whole bunch.
Okay.
But it's by far the coolest thing. And to have the crowd cheering your name. I mean,
Wild.
it was
Absolutely
definitely
wild. Who are you most excited to see as watching?
For bigger artists, I haven't seen Nickelback yet, so I'm excited for Nickelback. I just watched Keith Urban. He's so good. I'm really excited to see Keith Urban. Everybody's excited to see Bailey, obviously.
Yep.
And I'm going to take in some of the ones that I don't really know because the music's awesome. So
Absolutely it is. Well, we hope you enjoy your weekend. We will see you on the main stage on Sunday.
beautiful. I'm so excited.
We are hanging out with Raquel Cole at Boots and Hearts. Welcome back to Boots.
Thank you so much.
Did you expect the weather we have today?
No. I should have, though. It is, summer storms is a thing.
Absolutely it is. Apparently it is. You just got off stage. How was your set?
Oh, God, I'm just so glad we got to do it. I was scared they were going to, because, of course, the storm came through right when my set was. So they were very sweet. I think they heard us in sound check, and they're like, we're going to let this girl play.
Can't miss it.
Yeah.
I couldn't miss her. You got to play your new single today?
I did.
How's that?
It's fun. It was cool to see everybody, swaying and, feeling it. So it's always hard picking what song to put out. Because we're always writing, and it's what's the song that's going to connect with people?
For sure. This one has an interesting little backstory too, right? You had a little bit of Beatles inspiration that went with this one.
I did. I've always wanted to write a song where it had really cool chord changes, but listens it's nothing changes. And so it's funny, even the band learning it, they're like, oh wow, there's every single chord in this song. You're welcome.
And you're like, no problem.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. That's really cool. You are a huge, you're a guitar girl, right? So you love shredding. Raquel Cole can shred.
Yes, I try my best.
You were playing some Bryan Adams in your set today?
I did. We threw in Run to You because I wanted something everyone could just an anthem you could sing. And Brian's one of my idols. So I just thought, what a better way, or what a better cover to choose than Bryan Adams, and because everyone knows it. Doesn't matter what genre of music you love, you're gonna love Bryan Adams.
It's funny because I think so people were walking in when the grounds reopened, and I think they're hearing stuff and they're like, who's playing that over there? Running Where's the music?
That
Let
was
me get to
also,
it.
that was my thought too. I was like, people are gonna like that.
Absolutely. That's
hope
really
so.
cool. Okay, let's go back to the current single, All to Yourself. Got a lyric video for it. The vibe is cute. It's a little cheeky.
Yeah, so I just wanted the music video to be colorful too and sort of, match it. So we made it a lyric video because that's kind of fun to follow the words. And but yeah, I just kind of used all the different rooms in the house and made it cute.
Where did you film this?
It's in Nashville.
Yep.
Just what do they call them? Not Airbnbs. That's where you stay. But Ave.
Yep.
So many cool places. This place was just like, I saw it online. I was like, oh, the wallpaper and the vintage couches and I really wanted the track to kind of sound kind of like early Sheryl Crow.
Yep.
And so I was trying to go for that whole vibe.
I think vibe achieved. It's so cute. I love it.
Thank you.
You did mention before we started that you are recording an album this year.
You're
getting into it. How excited?
I'm so excited. This fall is the plan, and I've been kind of dreaming and scheming, and I want to record it in Vancouver at the Warehouse, Bryan Adams Studio, because
Fitting.
You only get one life to live, and there are a lot of the studios, so I figured why not just make it extra cool.
Absolutely. And this will be your second album, correct?
Yes.
Very exciting. What are you thinking in terms of the changes between album number 1 and album number 2? Obviously, there's like growth and like changes in your own life and maybe a little bit of an evolution in the music.
Yeah, I think the evolution in the music, one is I'm playing a lot more guitar on my tracks than I used to. I'm really proud of that and also nervous about it. It's always the thing, right? The more you put yourself on the line, the more you get nervous about how people are going to receive it. So I really want this record to be really like a band went and played it.
Yep.
Very Sheryl Crow,
yep.
Very... and just a little blues, and maybe a little bit more blues. So I'm excited to record these songs. I've been writing a lot the last year, so
that's something for all of us to look forward to, obviously. One last thing, you haven't been to Boots in a little while, a couple years, so how was the vibes there? Are you excited to be back at Boots and Hearts or Medante, the middle of...
Oh, you know what? Boots treats us so good. They really do. They treat the artists amazing, and it's such a vibe to be on, behind set and on stage, and the fans are amazing, and I love it here.
Are you staying for the whole night?
Oh,
how
Urban? Yeah, I was like, oh, Brian, let's talk about Keith. Keith's like one of my introductory artists into country music because he played the guitar and the way he sings. And when I saw that I got put on the same day as Keith Urban, I was like, yeah, come on, Boots. They knew.
Amazing.
They just knew. I didn't even have to tell them.
Absolutely not. Okay, we're so excited. You're amazing, and we are so happy to have you back here.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you for having me. Thanks, Jenna.
Of course. What's up, Boots and Hearts? We are here for the final day at the festival for the year. I'm standing with Dan Davidson.
Hey, guys.
Just found out it's your first Boots and Hearts. Welcome.
It is. I'm scared. I hope they're gentle.
I'm scared, he says. Well, hopefully the rain holds off today a little bit.
Yeah, when we landed last night, we got the tornado warning, and that was a little concerning, but it looks okay today. I think we're going to be, this is the sweet spot. Not too hot, not too cold.
Exactly. We were just talking yesterday how light rain is kind of fun when you're in a field listening to music.
Yeah.
Tornado warning, no.
Less fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The sun might come out. We'll see.
Yeah.
See.
A lot of muddy people, though. I saw the main stage. It's just like a big mud pit.
Oh, my God. Yesterday it was disgusting.
Like when you're 20 and hammered, that's great. But
yeah.
when you're pushing 40, it's
Not
less
20.
cool. Yeah.
It's way shoes. Don't want to wreck those. Look at those
white
What
was
are you
I
doing?
thinking?
Oh.
Worst.
Oh, no. All right, so you're going in blind. You have no idea what to expect at Boots. Nobody has told Dan what to expect at Boots and Hearts. So
I'm going to need some expectations from you.
Okay, well, it's Sunday. The under 30s are probably hammered already.
Okay.
You can hear some of them singing out there.
I
don't
love
know if
that
you can hear
about
the
those
karaoke.
Yeah, great.
No, everybody's really excited. Like the power through the weekend is amazing. It's Sunday, so everyone's like, we got to have our last hurrah. Like there's no slowing down.
Okay, yeah, this is it. We're going out with a bang.
We are going out with a bang. That is so true. You do have a brand new single out a couple of weeks ago. It's called He Met a Girl. Let's talk about the song of the summer.
Yeah, I hope it's the song of the summer for people, but it was a song that kind of came about from a co-writer that had just gone to a stag party, and one of the guys didn't come back from the party that night, and they were like, hey, where'd Johnny go? And somebody said, he met a girl, and we were like, oh, that's so cool that's all you have to say, and to like,
yep.
A, give him a break, and B,
know what's
just
going on.
understand.
Yeah.
So we wrote a song around that, and the whole thing is kind of wrapped in this vibe that I'm trying to do right now, which is a bit like a nostalgic, kind of an 80s sort of feel-good thing wrapped in country music. So.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Is there a music video yet for that?
No, it is. I've been trying to find time to shoot it, but I go to Australia for tour for 2 weeks tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So.
That's exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
No kidding. Have you played in Australia much?
Yes, this is my second time this year, actually.
Oh, wow.
I played in October, November. We did a couple festivals, and then I went on a tour with one of their... He's kind of like, I'd say, the Brett Kissel of Australia, this guy, Travis Collins. Uh-huh. And so going down for a couple big festivals. All their festivals have hilarious names. Like, I'm playing the Gympie Muster. So.
What?
Exactly.
Isn't it wild to find out, like, the Australian crowd who loves Canadian country music is, like, it's a thing.
Yeah, like, it's the names you'll see are me, Jess, Tim Hicks.
Yeah.
They love Dean Brody down there, too, so.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
All right, so you're...
I mean, who doesn't love Dean Brody, though?
Truly. Honestly, we are super excited to see you play, and we know everybody's going to love it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You know, my big goal with these things, like, I don't have any, like, slow songs or mushy songs.
No.
I just don't write that, so it's perfect. So my job is always just to make people sing and drink too much.
Definitely will happen. I know for a fact there's songs that we listen to, you know, on our Friday nights out at, like, our local country bar that were, like, Dan Davidson, like, platinum single. Actually, you know what? We need to touch on that. You're an independent artist with a platinum single. That's, like, insane.
It's weird. Honestly, it doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't.
So I consider myself pretty lucky. But the cool thing about it is it was never, you know, some songs that are big and successful are very industry perpetuated. Like labels pull the strings and
100%.
talk to radio and it becomes a thing. But this is all fan-based. Like it was all grassroots, word of mouth. So I'm just so thankful for Canadian country music fans for making that happen. 'Cause honestly, it changed my life, that song.
Love that. I'm sure the Front Porch stage is going to collapse when people start.
I hope it doesn't collapse.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that wasn't the right thing considering we had a tornado warning yesterday. But
oh, shit. They will be collapsing on the inside with joy.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
We are hanging out at Boots and Hearts on Sunday with Alli Walker. Yeah! You just got off stage twice. You played twice back to back pretty much.
Yep.
Let's start with the Front Porch stage. How was the vibe at the Front Porch stage?
I came in thinking, oh my God, I'm first on. I'm just going to like enjoy it. It'll like maybe be 3 people in the audience, you being one of them. And it was like so busy.
It was so busy.
And so fun.
People were like coming up too. Like
I know. And like people knew the words that I've never seen before. That means they actually listened to the music.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And there was a nice meet and greet line after. So
oh, really?
Surprised. Yeah, it was like.
That's so fun.
I loved it. So my first Boots experience is
amazing. And then you took off over to the SiriusXM barn.
Yeah. And had a little interview with Buzz Brainer.
No big deal.
What? I listen to The Highway every day. Like, even though I am a country artist, I'm still a country fan and listen to The Highway. So to be interviewed by Buzz and to get to play a few songs in the VIP area was pretty cool.
No kidding. What about playing some of those tunes that you've shared on TikTok and kind of have blown up, some of them?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, eh?
I'm finally getting to play the songs, and then people may have heard it on TikTok and they come and they know the words. So that is like the coolest thing I think as an artist, that you actually get to like watch someone that like you like wrote those words.
Yeah.
Then they now say them.
And it's not just the covers that you throw in to get the crowd like going. It's like your lyrics, like, your music.
I try not to do like any covers. Yeah. And I know like people do that to get, you know, the crowd involved. But I'm like, you know what? Spend the time, learn the music, and then come to my show.
You did play a new one today.
Yeah.
Had some bagpipes rolling.
There was some bagpipes. Electric bagpipes, but nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah, we have bagpipes in one of my songs called The Whiskey's Gone. And I always wanted to put bagpipes in one of my country songs, but like how in the world do you put bagpipes tastefully in a new country song? And I was like, this needs to be a sea shanty country music drinking song. So we did it, and I hoped it would do well. Popped it up on the TikTok, and it's like every video is going cray.
We are super excited. That song comes out in 2 weeks?
Yes, August 25th.
So make sure you
I just rushed it, getting it out, and just hoping for the best.
You decided on how to spell whiskey?
I decided on how to spell whiskey because the graphic was already done. And I just didn't. I didn't want to change it. I really wanted to like do something with the E and get rid of the E because whiskey in Canada is with no E and whiskey in the States is with an E, and then Ireland and Scotland is different, and I want to... Anyways, I went with whiskey because it's a country song, and I already have another song that has whiskey in it, so it's kind of
Consistent brand, eh?
safe. It was safe.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's really fair. Meg actually made a great suggestion.
That was my favorite. Yeah. It was a cross through it. Was it? Or no? No.
Whisk.
Oh, the A,
PH.
whiskey. That was my favorite.
Okay, if Riley Green or Tim McGraw asked you to come up on stage and sing a duet with you, but you only got to pick one, who would it be?
Tim McGraw. Did I say that rudely?
Did you say that? Did you think about that at all? Did you have to think about that at
I
all?
liked Riley Green, but I obviously have loved Tim McGraw for much longer.
For sure.
Yeah. And like, look at him. But also look at Riley Green. But Tim McGraw, oh yeah. I feel like Tim McGraw's a lot smaller in person.
I think he might be. We're going to go find out. Just kidding, we're not going to find out.
Yeah. Should I just try and sneak backstage and hang out with Tim McGraw?
Yeah, we're going to do that. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Backstage, media, whatever, at Boots and Hearts.
Thanks, Front Porch.
I'm hanging out with Graham Scott Fleming.
What's up, pals?
We're at Boots and Hearts.
We are here.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
We're almost through the weekend.
Almost through.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I thought we were just repeating. I'm doing good. I'm happy like the sky has somewhat cleared up and
Scary.
you know, we get a little wet, then we get dry and we have fun and you know what I mean?
Everything's good.
Everything's good. We just dance it out.
You just played at the Front Porch stage.
I did.
Pre-scary.
Front Porch.
Pre-scary, and then we had the scary, and then you got to play at the barn.
Yeah, I got to play twice today, which is nice. Like the rain ain't gonna stop me. You know what I mean? So I don't know why I talk like that. I don't know why.
Is any of this
Every time
gonna
I'm
be
talking
cool?
to you guys, this is just what it is.
You're like, I can turn it all off now. I'm just me. Okay, what's your favorite part of Boots and Hearts weekend?
I love you, Front Porch. Favorite part of Boots and Hearts weekend is seeing Front Porch, and just seeing everyone has a good time. Like regardless of what happens with this weather, everyone is all like a collective. Everyone's like playing football right now. There was literally lightning trying to strike them 2 minutes ago, but everyone's like, let's go. And that's just it.
The people are rogue at Boots and Hearts.
They're real. What'd you say? They're road?
Rogue.
Rogue. That's what my mom calls me.
Is she right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty cray-cray.
Who are you most excited to see this weekend?
Other than you guys, definitely... I mean, Keith Urban, I love Keith Urban. Dallas, I love Dallas. Honestly, my whole day today has been like some of my inspirations. Seaforth, like what the heck? But the lineup this year has just been...
Insane,
I
right?
feel like Boots always does that right. They always have like the best lineup. So to be a part of it has been just wild.
What about music? How was your set? How did you feel about your set?
Set was good. It's like when you have 25 minutes, when you have a short set, you got to figure out like how to make the best of that. And like it's hard to pick what songs you want to play. But honestly, I feel like we had a pretty well-rounded set. We did the songs.
The hometown crowd showed up.
The hometown shout. Hometown shout. Hometown crowd. Just laughing at it. The hometown crowd showed up. They came in on boots. They came in on buses, and it was fun. I swear, it's just delirium. Is that a word?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm concerned for you now.
Jess is mad at me.
Just like, let's go, get out of here.
No, they came in on buses. It was cool. I'm so lucky to be from Elmville. Like Dana Reed as well. We're both literally down the road from each other, but we have so much support, and to see them all in the front was like just amazing.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. What do you have coming up music-wise? Anything cool coming up that we should know about? That you can tease? That you want to tease?
I'll just say I've spent the last like year and a half writing and collecting the songs that I really want to release, and so we're getting in the studio soon, and we will be releasing something very early next year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hang tight for that.
Hang tight.
Who's on your shirt?
Reba!
Where's Logan? He loves Reba.
Logan didn't even want to show up to my interview.
Unbelievable. Fired. Okay.
She's like, all right.
She's like, you guys have done enough. It's fine.
West Virginia. Sorry, now we're singing. Are we done?
I'm not singing.
Oh.
I can't sing.
Thanks for listening to another episode of On the Porch with Front Porch Music. We're so lucky to be able to chat with artists and make episodes like this one. If you like the podcast, remember to rate and review us, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. It's the easiest way to support the show. Remember to check out frontporchmusic.ca to keep up with new music releases, exclusive artist interviews, and more. We'll catch you again on the porch in a couple of weeks. On the Porch is hosted by Logan Miller and Jenna Weiser, and produced and edited by Jason Saunders. That's me. Our theme song was written, produced, and performed by Owen Wigling.